With the two-day candidate registration period set to begin tomorrow, the presidential hopefuls are scrambling to build up a stronger support basis of their own. Shin Se-min joins us in the studio today. Se-min, thank you for joining us.
That's a pleasure.
Well, first of all, the TV debate. It was a hotly anticipated event, much watched, and it provided plenty more for South Koreans to talk about.
Right, Daniel. I don't know whether you tuned in for the debate, but it was the very first moment that all 5 candidates from the 5 major political parties have gathered in one place for one purpose. Now, jointly hosted by local broadcaster SBS and the Journalist Association of Korea, the 2-hour debate seemed to have made an impact on the minds of some voters. Now, normally, Daniel, when you want to get a sense of the voice of the people, especially during the election season, where do you go? You go to Seoul Station, and that's where a lot of the people of all ages and social classes are coming and going. And there, of course, today I found a lot of people monitoring the debate.
It definitely did help me narrow down my preferred candidates. In the debate, I saw the candidates' difference in class. I'll have to see how the campaigning pans out, though.
Through the debate, I was able to see some frankness from the candidates when they got caught off guard by unexpected questions, when they spoke confidently about certain topics, not what you normally see on the television news. It made it easier to determine who I should vote for in about a month.
I chose not to watch the debate because I didn't want to be discombobulated by the massive information it dealt with.
I missed this debate, but I look forward to seeing the rest of them because they'll help me decide on the right candidate with the right qualities.
So some varying opinions among voters of different ages, but all in all, they seem to have voiced one thing, that one debate isn't enough to help them choose the right person for the country.
Well, I also was pondering whether I should wait to just watch the highlights or actually tune in for the whole thing, but I'm glad I watched the whole event. They did seem to get a little catty against each other at one point or another. What were some of the sticking points of the debate, Se-min?
As you said, it was very interesting to watch the entire debate. The first TV debate opened up with one of the most dramatic scenarios being thrown out to the candidates, asking them what they would do should the U.S. forge a military operation against North Korea after its continued provocative actions. And they also talked about some of the issues, local issues that are like raising the corporate taxes and pumping out jobs. And I'm going to play some of the clips for you, Daniel, but brace yourself. These are a little too direct.
You said I'm being supported by an evil power. Does that mean the Korean public supporting me are evil?
That's not what I said nor implied. Former ruling party members are supporting you. Why are you trying to make it sound differently? You said you will run the country in the washer and make it clean again. But many Koreans also think you should be the one in the washing machine.
I've already been in the washer.
Shouldn't a presidential candidate have conscience? You cannot send in an extra late resignation and block the by-election.
Why didn't you resign as a lawmaker before running for the presidential race? You should be fair and square with yourself, too.
Well, it looks like it was a thoroughly entertaining event for many. That's to say, everyone seemed to project their unique character quite strongly. But that's from us. How did the political pundits perceive this event?
A lot of the general consensus seemed to be that one debate alone is too little to be assessing the candidates themselves, and that it's still too early in the election period to be dissecting the individual candidates. But when they were asked whether the debate was enough to help hesitant voters,
the candidates still need more time, and although they did discuss what they would do, they failed to convey how they would do it, so we'll have to give them more time to express themselves.
the expert also added that right now the most important thing is for the public to be able to find a candidate that'll help the country overcome a number of pressing matters, including national security and the economy.
Not the candidate we want, but the candidate we need. That should be at the tip of our minds.
Right.
So official campaigning kicks off in just a couple of days, Shin. So do share with us some of the slogans and what kind of schedule we are looking at for them.
As you said in the beginning of of the session, all presidential hopefuls are going to have to list themselves to the National Election Commission during its 2-day registration period that begins tomorrow. And once they do so, they will run their campaigns under their respective slogans. And those are Democratic Party's Moon Jae-in put up a slogan of "Make the nation like a nation," and People's Party An Chol-soo, relatively concise, being "Victory of the People," and the Conservative Korea Liberty Party's Hong Jun-pyo with "A Proud People's President," and splinter Conservative Padan Party's Yoo Seung-min with the slogan of "New Hope for Conservative." And the Progressive Justice Party's Shim Sang-jang is running her campaign under the slogan of "A Democracy with Labor." And all of these candidates will officially begin hitting their campaign trail, which I'll also be following starting Monday.
Right, campaigning before anyone can start campaigning. I'm sure some of the interesting words or meanings were lost in translations for the slogans. Thank you so much for making time to come in and provide us with those insights today, Se-min.
Always a pleasure.